Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name's Radila Putri Alda. So here, I want to inform you about self-reflection after learning English for Islamic Studies course. For your information, English for Islamic Studies is a course that we have to join the class in this semester. Well, English for Islamic Studies means we have to talk about Islam, also we have to discuss about Islam in English language, which is explained by our lecturer, also the presentation by our friends, and discuss it together, of course. So far, during the time on learning process of English for Islamic Studies, we have learned a lot of materials, of course, such as Islam in brief, also the faith and reason, the concept of God, Sharia and its application, also human rights in Islam, the philosophy of Islamic marriage, also Islam and Sufism, Islam and secularism, also bid'ah hasanah, and the last one is knowledge, value, and action. Because we have to discuss it a lot of materials, I got some news knowledge, of course, which is explained by our lecturer, also presentation by our friend. And yeah, for example, we have to discuss about the faith and reason. As we know that we are, as the human being, especially as a Muslim, we should have to trust and believe in and loyalty of God. As we know that God is the creators of everything in this universe. No one we have to trust except of God. Only one. Those are two topics as my favorite. For the first is the philosophy of Islamic marriage. The reason why I choose this one as my favorite is, I think because in the future we will pass it and it will happen in our life, of course, inshallah. Well, before it happen in our life, we should to prepare ourselves, of course. We have enough knowledge to know about it clearly. For us as the girl, we should know that our requirement as a wife, also our obligation as a wife. For the second one is knowledge, value, and action. Why I choose this one as my favorite topic is, nowadays we can see that a lot of smart people, they use their brain, also they use their ability to increase, to help others to build their ability, of course. But also nowadays we can see that there are people that we know they have a lot of knowledge, but they don't have the value and the action, which is means their knowledge didn't give them affection. During the time on learning process of English for Islamic Studies, there is new term of Islam that I got. For example, is Salaf. Salaf means 3 centuries of Hijriah. For the first centuries is during the time of Rasulullah and his companion. And for the second is Tabi'in, which is they are the people but they don't meet with Rasulullah. And the third one is the people who just follow Tabi'in and also Rasulullah. Second is Khalaf. Khalaf means during the time that out of 3 centuries of Hijriah, during the time on learning process of English for Islamic studies, I got a lot of new lesson of course. For example, how to be a good person, also how to be a kind person, also how to treat someone better than yesterday. During the learning process of English for Islamic studies, also it increased my faith to do the obligation of God, also to avoid ourselves what is Allah being us. We are as the Muslim, we know that God knows everything, but we are as the human, we have nothing. And yeah, just it from me. I'm sorry for the mistake. And the last I said, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.